Today it seems like it's gonna be a very powerful daily with multiple pages of 50k scores, 28 people who scored above 50k. Um, our clans are Awoken, Melting Remnant. Our modifiers, mutators are Never Say Die, which is especially interesting with Melting Remnant because it means uh, the reform mechanic is basically out of the equation because your units will never go to the consume pile except for one card that can put them there. So you can't really use reform, but other cards like Legion of Wax or Bounty Stalker get pretty insane with Endless, as well as Resin Block Artifact. Acid Rain, deal 2 damage to all units after combat, and Brawl, friendly and enemy units get plus 5 attack and plus 10 health. Your Pyre gets plus 10 attack. Um, these two things means there's a lot more to heal for the Awoken. So cards like Restoration, Detonation or Unleash the Wildwoods become better. That sounds like a really powerful run with 3 Awoken Rail Spikes and the first Hell Pact. I can imagine that's pretty nuts. So let's jump into the game and see what we have. Our starter cards are Winegrasp, Wicklash and Awake. I do like me an Awake in the deck. Winegrasp is pretty terrible with Brawl. Wicklash I guess is okay. Starting artifact. Our Seraph is chased, by the way, so he will cleanse buffs and debuffs. As our Seraph isn't gonna be consumed, I'm not valuing Traitor's Quill very highly. I will go Thorn Casing instead, just in case we pick up some stings. And we will need quite a bit of killing power early on, so I will go with the Spike Sentient. Otherwise we will have trouble with the first battles, because our cards don't provide a lot of damage right now. Not enough to deal with a modifier like Brawl. Mark of Invasion. Okay. That's pretty scary with Brawl. But we do want the gold and, of course, we do want the score. So, if we play Sentient on the top, we will take a lot of damage, but we will clear out this first wave. Guess I have to start working on these bottom floor guides. Our Sentient is endless, so even if they die, it's not that big of a problem. I would like to kill this final clergyman, but I probably should have killed the collector. That was my mistake. Sorry, I saw the collector too late. I will quickly restart. Also, my planning wasn't very well done. So let's do this again. Sentient on the top. That's enough to kill off the first wave, but on the second wave we won't have enough HP to deal with these guys. So I think we actually need some additional power on the top instead of dealing with these guys on the bottom floor. A drag and a train steward should do the job for now. The final drag can go on the bottom floor. And use Vine Grasp for some additional damage. And now what I should do is kill off this collector with the Train Steward instead. I do need to heal here. This drag is gonna die. Ah, that sucks. So we will take damage to this clergyman. If I place these units in a different order, the train steward would die as well, so didn't matter. Might as well enhance the drag. It comes back thanks to the endless modifier anyway, so can we get the kill here on the top floor? We do have we need 24 damage. I guess that's doable. I might wanna have a drag tank the next hit actually. Because they're gonna burn out anyways. So I think then tank a hit is basically free. And then I care most about my sentient health for the boss combat. Awake is gonna be a lot of extra damage here. And this drag is just a little bit too weak. We would need a little bit more damage there. That sucks. This means I should have to place the drag. This is 28 damage, so we are 5 damage short here. I do need to tank the damage of this Apprentice of Light, otherwise he gets a damage shield from the drag and will go to the top floor pretty healthy. But at least we get the kill here easily with our sentient again. Restoration Detonation is an interesting card. Gives us a lot of extra burst damage against frontliners, because we will be damaged thanks to Acid Rain and Brawl quite often. Razor Sharp Edge isn't terrible either. I think I will go for the detonation here. Molded is terrible with Endless. Entombed Explosive could work out. I don't really think I want it. Well, it's a little bit better with Endless, I guess. But it's just 35 damage, it's not even that much. So, spell upgrades would be okay. I would like a Remnant unit, but even if I don't get one, it's not the end of the world. Upgrading. We do have two very powerful spells to upgrade. Spell power could go on Resto Deto. Awake could use some double stack. Let's go for the spell upgrades. Permafrost. Not that excited about Permafrost, to be entirely honest. Consume, also not that great. I will get the cost reduction on Awake. And then I will reroll for better effects. Double stack, okay. That helps a lot. Now we do have a very powerful Awake. I will also cost reduce the Restoration Detonation for now. And we could even remove a card. Probably a Vine Grasp. These are almost worthless. I mean, the reposition has some value, but not even that much. Enemy units enter with armor 10, makes them real tanky. But I think we should be okay. I do want to kill that first wave, obviously. And in fact, they will die to our top floor now. Will they? Yeah, they will. A second wave is much less important, because if we can kill the boss on the bottom floor, we are already set. And we might actually be able to do that with the strong setup such as this one. We do kill them both on the top. So currently we still lack a lot of damage. Pulling this guy to the front should help a bit. And the regen will do the rest. Yeah, the costs today are crazy. I suspect there must be something like a Bounty Stalker or Legion of Wax or something coming up that will really push the make flying kills of bosses easier. We do have the Sting relic, so these things are actually not terrible. Dante, maybe. Although I'm not sure how fast you could actually kill flying bosses with Dante, given these two clans. I kinda want the Sting. Yeah, I already have a Restoration Detonation, and Steel Enhancer isn't that amazing right now. I don't like any of these, to be honest. Let's skip. Big Sludge Harvest, gain Rage 2. That might be a bit hard to make work. I will take an Animus of Will here. It's pretty strong with the Brawl modifier because it benefits from the attack buff. Triple the normal amount thanks to multi-strike. At this point, spell upgrades aren't that important to me. Awake is already fully upgraded. Restoration Detonation would only need spell power. An upgrade on Sting wouldn't be terrible, but not great either. And these Whiplashes I don't really care about. Maybe we go to the right and dupe the Awake, so we have an easy kill against Daedalus. Another Animus of Will and a Husk Hermit. Husk Hermit is just not strong enough to kill backliners because Brawl gives a lot of HP but a little less attack. Second Animus of Will might be a bit more difficult to place. Like the first one can easily go behind the Sentient, so that's good. Second one is a bit harder to make work. I think I will skip for now. Let's look at the Concealed Caverns first before we decide what to do. Maybe that's the reason why people got an early kill. Spike Driver colonies can become quite strong. Well, definitely not the automatic rail spikes. These are quite weak with Brawl, I think. It's very hard to get the Slay off with them. And Once upgraded they are quite good, but that will take a lot of time. I will definitely take the spike drivers. These should be quite strong. And then let's dupe an Awake. Get that region in. Constructed explosives explode twice. That's a bit annoying because we can't really kill them before they explode with their 11 HP. So on the bottom floor we have 60 damage right now. That's a little bit too much. Can't really deal with that much damage. Double Awake in the same hand. That's not ideal. But I am happy to see an Awake, I guess. Ah, this sucks! It's a 16 damage, so another restore won't be enough to save my sentient. Then Disciple Foot Soldier kills my drag. Not quite. Actually, the Constructed Explosive kills my drag. So if we heal up the Animus of Will... Huh? These two hit the sentient. This guy dies. Then Disciple Foot Soldier hits drag. Oh, it's Acid Rain. Yeah, Acid Rain kills the Animus. I don't really want to play the spike drivers right now. I want to upgrade them first. Can we upgrade them? We can upgrade them in the next area. So I want to wait for that point before we play them. Because they are very likely to die if we would play them out here. Do we have the power to take these down? We do not. Now we do. Sadly we lost the regen, we started stacking on this guy. And these units will all go through to the top floor, which is a bit of a pain. And I don't really have good ways to stop them. I will have the sting at least. And restoration detonation on this train steward will take one out as well. Placing units on the bottom floor will just put them back on the top of my deck. I should have put the drag on the middle floor here. I could still kill the bomb with Winegrass plus Sting, but that doesn't really matter even because these guys will just kill these units by themselves. Maybe replaying on the middle floor was a mistake. I should probably have played on the bottom floor. Welcome, Elix. Yeah, let's restart right now. Sorry for the restarts. There's a rough competition today. Let's think about this one more time. Maybe it's better to set up on the top floor even. I guess it's actually better to set up on the top floor. Gives us more time for preparation. These guys deal 8 each on the middle floor, so that will kill a train steward there. So I will hold off on them. And this explosive, I guess we tank the damage with the drag. Because we need the health on our sentient to deal with this guy. Keep the regen up. We could play these drags on the bottom floor. One of them would die, but that's not actually terrible. We will need some help with these 50 HP guys anyways. Nothing we can do to save the bottom floor right now. Yeah, this worked out much better for us. Now this bomb is a little bit of a problem. So 7, 15, 23, these 4 guys will hit my sentient and these remaining units will start hitting the backline. I can kill off 1 unit here and I probably should. The bomb is the most damage, but that's still not enough to save my sentient, so maybe what 21, 29. I think I should probably kill one of these clergymen instead. If I kill one of the clergymen with my 2 spells, that leaves us with 23 damage. Then the conduit infiltrator will actually die to the sentient. And that's a lot better for us. And then we can use a drag to tank the damage from the bomb, so we have a lot of extra damage against the Forged Disciple. If I wanted to kill the Forged Disciple, I can even do that by whiplashing my Animals. They will die after 2 turns, but that's okay. We have endless anyways. This drag doesn't really have a point. Well, playing them doesn't really benefit as much, is what I mean. I should probably put the sentient down here and try to hold this floor with other units. Train Steward plus a drag is 29, 42. Yeah, that will actually do the job. Double drag instead. They will kill the front drag, so we have 19 plus 26 is 45, not quite enough. And then we just do maximum damage here on the bottom line. And replay these units, including the now burned out Animals of Will on the next floor. This is not going well in terms of core, but at least we get the kill here. And we managed to not take any damage. Okay, I think here's the reason why people got an amazing score. Endless Bounty Stalker is pretty damn powerful. I think that's what we focus on now. Less the drive. Maybe we can have some help from the spike drivers, but mostly we will try to get this Bounty Stalker upgraded. Multi-strike and actually Burnout 1 would be ideal. Don't think I want any of these. I will want capacity eventually, but for now I think we go with draw. So let's go to the left side, removals and a chance to upgrade our Bounty Stalker. Not much I really like here. Let's skip for the gold. I could see quick and plus 10 attack for our Spike Driver. That would actually be quite good. I'll definitely get the plus 10 attack for the Spike Driver. quick, maybe less necessary. So if I reroll, I want to have at least 140 gold or so left. That works out if we get quick. So let's get quick on the spike driver. Then reroll. Oh! Multi-strike plus burnout. Okay, now we do have the ultimate boss killer. No upgrades for our Animals of Will yet, but the spike drivers are more urgent, so we can start duping them. We need to cut some train stewards now because of capacity issues. The restores are still somewhat useful thanks to our awakes. We still need the spikes, yeah. Spikes 20 especially means that backline units will now die to the spike with no additional effort. Let's take the Heaven Seal challenge. We should be able to deal with it, especially with our new and powerful Bounty Stalker. I should probably have purged the Animals of Will, to be honest. Because it takes a priority draw now. This guy's quick, so he will actually attack before he dies. Okay. Yeah. Bike drivers are well represented in the dailies now. So we need one more spike driver for the final dupe. I will play behind and just apply some burnout to it, so it dies. And I don't really want to play this track. Ah, that's right. We lack a little bit of damage here. That's a problem. That's less than ideal. I should have... Yeah, there's nothing I can do. One of these light harnesses will probably... No, we are fine. We should be fine at least. We should be fine. We do have Spike Driver Colony after all. It's quick, so I can play it on the front line. Although this will make another Spike Driver, which maybe I do not want. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. At this point, I think I'm basically set. I can take as many Spike Drivers as I want, basically. Other cards I will need to draw. Not really. Spike Drivers are actually kind of great right now. So let's make some more of them. Do we have one of the 26 attack? No, 21 attack, yeah. Okay, so we do get the kill on the bottom floor. We can have our Bounty Stalker die one more time. Yeah, I love Bounty Stalker. He got me my first real Melting Remnant based win. Cards we consume. We do not have any, but there's one I'd like to pick up. Maybe better to get the gold actually. Engraph, Bramblelash, Pyrogrow. I don't think we need any of these. We much rather draw into more spike drivers instead. Yeah, these are terrible. Let's get some improved spike drivers. Relics and card removals. We can't afford a relic right now. Well, there's a chance we can afford one. Unit upgrades. We don't need unit upgrades. The units we care about are already fully upgraded. So let's go to the right. Actually, there's a few events I would like to see, but I don't think that's worth going to the left for. Yeah, let's just go to the right. I will start removing these tracks, I think. Wicklash is also relatively bad, but it does have a point with Bounty Stalker. Actually, let's look at the relics first. Animus, yeah, Animus. I should remove Animus first. Petrify Crucible sure is nice, but we don't really need it, I would say. So there's that. I will still get it. It's a quite a powerful, quite a lot of extra damage from our champion. Animus definitely has to go now. We do have the spike driver for our backline, after all. And then probably train stewards before drags. No, actually drags before. So currently on the bottom floor we have our champ plus 3 spike drivers. The other 3 spike drivers and Bounty Stalker can go on another floor, and then the train stewards on a final one together with one of the drags. Yeah, okay. I will remove the train steward soon as well, but the burnout is a bit annoying with Endless, because we keep drawing into them. Okay. Going well so far. Another question is whether or not I want the Bounty Stalker against the boss fight, or whether I want the Spike Drivers instead against the boss. He will deal like 240 damage, maybe 260 and then die. Yeah, spike drivers are probably the way to go instead. They need to if combat goes for more than 3 turns, the spike drivers will outdamage the Bounty Stalker. And also, having Bounty Stalker on another floor guarantees he's gonna die every turn. And that's enough. Enemies get -1 attack. Yeah, sure, might as well. Preserve Thorns with our Thorn Casing, I will take that. Maybe Restoring Retreat instead. Yeah, Restoring Retreat actually helps us deal more damage to bosses by descending them onto the floor where our spike drivers are active. Here I think I wanna just dupe my Bounty Stalker. That makes our Awakes a lot harder to play. That artifact was Pyre Health for you? Okay. That's unusual. The caverns and the artifact are also pretty appealing, I must admit. But I think if we wanna get an early fell kill, we need another Bounty Stalker. And thanks to the Burnout and Endless, we don't have any problems growing them both at the same time. It will just take up a lot of our Ember. I will set up these spike drivers on the bottom. And I will start removing these statues. I can't really play Train Steward now because we need the space for our double Bounty Stalkers. It doesn't matter how we place them. The drag will die anyways. Now these spike drivers are an issue. But we should still be able to get a relatively early boss kill because Fel can't stay on this floor and we do have a lot of power. Six-turn boss rush on Fel, that's not bad. We don't need another Bounty Stalker. Wickless recruitment isn't necessary either. And mutation is not very great in this deck, I think. Capacity. Like basically if I'm spending 3 Ember a turn on Bounty Stalkers, I'm happy with that. Removal plus Relic seems very powerful. Let's go in this direction. We don't really need unit upgrades anyway, so let's see what we get. Oh yes. Now my bounty stalkers grow twice as fast. These train stewards are becoming a little bit of a problem because I don't have the room to play them. Yeah, intent on death would be nice. Let's go with maximum spikes. I don't want the rejuvenate effect anyways. We could afford a removal. And I think consistency is what we want now. These awakes are actually unplayable right now because we need to play the bounty stalkers every turn. As much as it hurts removing a double stacked awake with cost reduction. Yeah, we might find health banners or something here. But we don't need it. Like, the only thing we need is bounty stalkers and spike driver colonies. And this time around I won't... I think I won't even... Yeah, I think I shouldn't even bother putting my sentient... Well, it's still pretty useful against the boss, having the sentient down here. After all, we don't have to hunt down a flying boss this time. And I don't think I want to vine grasp anything. This guy in the back is ideal for our bounty stalker to kill it. Now our bounty stalkers should definitely out-damage the colonies. So I'll put additional colonies on the next floor. I don't even want to play the drag. I would love to play the awake, but it's more important to grow these stalkers. So our sentient dies here, but that's okay. Yeah, that's totally fine. After all, it doesn't cost anything to replay. These two bounty stalkers together are... That's 580 plus... That's... If I wanna optimize this, I think I have to kill with spike driver colonies. So these bounty stalkers can die one more time. Otherwise, if I put both bounty stalkers on the bottom, the boss will die before the bounty stalkers die, so... That's not great. Awoken's Rail Spike, Preserve Thorns. I don't mind the Preserve Thorns, but... Yeah, Preserve Thorns is actually nice, because it can help remove jumps in front of Seraph. Like these light wings, we can kill them with stings, so our huge damage goes onto Seraph instead of wasting like 200, 300 damage on light wings. Let's look at the trinkets first. Flicker Slicker. Ooh, that's juicy. That basically solves our energy problems. holdover. Okay. This will make our kill a lot more consistent. If we hold over Restoring Retreat and use Flicker's Liquor, then we remove the Weak Lashes, I would say. Because these cost 1, they can be hit by Flicker's Liquor, and I want the Liquor to only hit Bounty Stalkers, like the Bounty Stalkers make each other free and make Restoring Retrieve free. The restores... Yeah, I can. I mean, there's nothing stopping me. And the rest of the gold I will keep for... Actually, 20 gold to make 1 restore free might make a difference. So our Flicker's Liquor is almost guaranteed to hit Restoring Retreat. Actually, we don't even need Restoring Retreat. All our damage is mobile. Anyways, like in the sense that we can place it wherever we want every turn. So this guy takes 45 to the Sentient, leaves him with... he gains armor from the Lightwing, so there's not much we can do about that. And I think I don't want to play the Drag. Sentient is only on the bottom floor because he can kill off Lightwings. And that helps hit Seraph on higher floors. It's almost enough. Might as well play a second one. There we go. Come to the front. Okay. Yeah. I see now why there are so many people with 50k score. If you see a bounty stalker and build around him as much as possible, then you will always have the chance of getting an early Seraph kill. Let's see how high we place. This core, usually I would say this core is absolutely fantastic, but in this specific run, I would say this core is okay. Spike drivers and bounty stalkers. Glass cannons all the way through. That was pretty fun and pretty fast. You know what? If I hadn't bought Flicker's Liquor and the holdover, I would have been at the top. No, that's the second page. Wow. These scores are really insane. Like, I see scores of 51,000 and I think it's the first page, but it isn't. That's so ridiculous.